It was a quiet day in space. The stars were calm, and nothing unusual moved between the planets. The ESS Horizon, a patrol ship of the Earth Space Force, was scanning near the orbit of Jupiter. Captain Reyna stood on the bridge, sipping cold coffee and watching the screens. "She didn't know this day would change everything, ma'am," said Ensign Kieran, the young radar officer. "I'm picking up something strange." Reyna turned. "Define strange." "There's a large object moving fast near the Kuiper belt. Too fast for an asteroid." "Any ID signal?" Reyna asked. Kieran shook his head. "No signal, no reply to hails. And it's not matching any known alien ship profiles." Reyna frowned. "Could be a lost probe or an old satellite." "Not at this speed," Kieran said quietly, "and not this size." The captain walked to the main screen. It showed a small dot moving toward the inner solar system toward Earth. The scanners struggled to lock on. It was like the ship was there, but also, not the energy. Readings were weird. Nothing made sense. "Try visual contact." "Get a close-up," Reyna ordered. The screen flickered, static. Then, suddenly the image cleared. Everyone on the bridge went silent. There it was, a black, spiked vessel, huge, silent, and terrifying. No lights, no engines visible. It looked like a monster made of metal. Its surface was covered in strange marks, like old scars. And it was moving fast. "Has it responded to any message?" Reyna asked. Kieran swallowed. "No, ma'am. I've sent over 30 signals. No answer." Reyna turned to her second-in-command, LT Chen. "Send this to Earth Command. Mark it as Priority 1. Unknown vessel, not responding, heading for Earth." Chen nodded and tapped quickly on his console. The ship remained silent. Back on Earth, deep under the mountains, the Earth Command Council received the alert. General Royce stood in the war room, staring at the image of the alien vessel. "This isn't one of ours. And it's not one of the known alien races," he said. Dr. Amina Malik, a top xenolinguist, leaned forward. "I've never seen this ship design before. It doesn't match anything in the galactic database." "Could it be a rogue AI ship?" one officer asked. "Possibly," Amina said, "or something older, something forgotten." Royce's face was hard. "And want all patrol fleets on high alert. Send drones and scramble the lunar defense system." Back on the S horizon, the alien ship was now visible without zoom. It was massive, at least 4 kilometers long. "Captain," said Kieran, his voice shaky. "It just changed course." Reyna's eyes narrowed. "To where?" Kieran looked up, pale, directly toward Earth. Speed increasing. Suddenly, all the ship's lights flickered. "What was that?" Reyna asked sharply. "Our sensors just got hit with a wave of interference," said Chen. "I think it came from the unknown vessel." On the screen, the alien ship remained, dark and silent. But something had changed. The space around it felt wrong. "I don't like this," Reyna muttered. "This thing isn't lost. It's hunting." She looked around at her crew. "Prep the escape pods. In case this thing attacks, we need to survive and report everything." Kieran turned pale. "Ma'am, another thing? I just found something in the archives." "What?" "There was a report from a deep space miner station 200 years ago. They saw something like this. Same shape, same silence. Their last message said, 'It watched us.'" Reyna felt a chill. She turned back to the screen and said quietly, "And now it's watching us." She pressed a button on her console and spoke into the comms. "This is Captain Reyna of ESS Horizon. Unknown vessel, approaching fast. No comms, no ID, threat level unknown. Recommend immediate action." Then she paused and added, "It's not answering our hails, and it's getting faster." The skies above Earth were calm, but deep below the ground. In a hidden bunker called Earth Command Central, alarms were blaring. General Royce stood in front of a giant screen showing the alien vessel. It was now past Saturn and getting faster. No reply, no signal, just silent motion straight toward Earth. "This is not a drill," he said. "This is real." Around him, officers worked quickly, speaking in short, tense voices. Space fleets were being moved. Defense systems were warming. Up the world was watching. "Where's the president?" General Royce asked. "On her way to the command room, sir," an officer replied. Dr. Amina Malik was already there, typing fast on her holopad. She was one of Earth's best experts in alien languages and technology. "I've run every pattern, every code," she said. "This ship doesn't talk like any race we know. Not the Trekans, not the Valari, not even the Silent Ones. Could it be a lost ship from deep space?" Royce asked. Amina shook her head. "This thing, it feels older than any of them. It's not just lost, it's coming for something." Royce stared at the data. The alien ship's path was clear direct line to Earth. He gave a single, heavy order. "Alert every military ship, high threat level. Ready all defenses if it gets closer. We strike." Meanwhile, in orbit, Lunar Base Echo Captain Alvarez, commander of the defense platform near the moon, watched the same ship on her screen. "No energy signature, no engine trails," she whispered. "It's moving like it's not even part of this universe." Her lieutenant turned. "Should we shoot it down when it reaches the moon?" Alvarez hesitated. "We don't even know what weapons will work on this thing." Still, she pressed a code into her console. "Prime the railguns. Lock the antimatter missiles. Prepare for impact." In a dark lab beneath Genevo's secret AI, known only as Oracle, was awakened its job. Predict enemy moves. Its screen lit up with red. Threat level. Extinction. Possible response. Unit not identified. Action unclear. Recommend. Observe caution. The human scientist next to it stepped back. "Even Oracle doesn't know what it is." Back at Earth Command General, a tech officer shouted. "The ship just released something, a signal. Not a message, just a pulse." "What kind of pulse?" "Unknown. But our satellites near Mars, just went dark." Royce turned sharply. "Shut down. Destroyed." The officer looked pale. "They're gone, sir." Amina checked her readings. "The signal it's like an EMP, but smarter. It targets systems, learns, evolves." Royce clenched his jaw. "So it's not just fast, it's thinking." Emergency broadcast begins. The president appeared on every screen across Earth. .com, Sirius. "People of Earth, a vessel not from this world is heading toward us. It does not answer our messages. It has already damaged our systems. We do not know what it wants, but we will not wait for it to strike first. We will meet it, we will fight if we must, and we will protect our home together." A special team is chosen in the orbiting defense carrier Atlas. A special strike team was being assembled. These were not regular soldiers. These were Ghost Unit 7 trained for first contact and boarding missions. Their leader, Commander Sarah Voss, checked her weapon. "Mission is simple," she said. "We get close. We get in. We find out what this thing is before it reaches Earth." One soldier asked, "What if it's already a weapon?" Sarah looked out at the stars. "Then we bring hell to it before it brings hell to us." The unknown vessel was now close, very close. It had crossed Mars, passed the moon's orbit, and was moving at impossible speed. Nothing in space should move like that. But this thing, it didn't care about the rules. Defense ship, the EDF Titan, Commander Sarah Voss stood with her strike team Ghost, Unit 7, waiting for the green light all around Earth. Satellites and stations were going dark, one by one. No explosions, just silence. Like the alien ship was reaching out and turning everything off without a touch. "Visual contact in 5 minutes," said a voice on the Titan's bridge. On the screen, the alien vessel grew larger. It looked like a floating fortress made from metal bones, black and broken in places, but somehow alive. No windows, no lights, no sound. Still, it moved. The Intercept Attempt 3 Earth warships were already in front of the alien ship. In attack formation, General Royce gave the order. From Earth's command, "Do not wait. Fire all weapons." Now, the first warship launched plasma torpedoes. The second followed with railgun bursts. The third launched a full missile barrage, thousands of kilometers away. The explosions lit up space. But when the smoke cleared, the ship was still there. Untouched, unharmed. Commander Sierra's eyes narrowed. It didn't even use shields. Suddenly, the alien ship responded. Not with guns, not with missiles. It sent out a wave of dark, invisible pulse that moved like a shadow. It passed through the warships, and then, all 3 ships went dead. Lights off, engines stopped. Crew gone silent. Systems failure on all units. shouted a tech officer on the Titan. "We've lost them," the first message, then all across human space. Every screen turned black. A strange, twisting symbol appeared, and then a voice. But it wasn't in a language anyone had heard before. It felt ancient, cold, broken. Dr. Amina Malik worked fast to decode it. The message was short, but terrifying. She translated it in real time. "You took what was ours. Now you will." The room fell silent. "Took what?" one officer whispered. Amina shook her head. "I don't know, but it remembers something. Something we don't." A dark secretin, an old mining station on the far edge of the solar system. A retired worker named Hal Trenner heard the message. His eyes went wide with fear. He had seen something like this before, 50 years ago. He opened an old file from his ship's black box. It showed a recording, a ship just like this, drifting through deep space, silent, deadly. No one had believed him back then. They thought it was just a ghost story. Now, it was real. Hal sent the file to Earth Command. His message was simple. "You're not dealing with aliens. That thing used to be human." The alien ship, dark, massive, and silent, floated just outside Earth's orbit, its metal surface twisted slowly, as if breathing. And now, for the first time, it had opened a hatch. A mouth in the metal. Commander Sarah Voss and her Ghost Unit 7 team were ready, clad in black armored suits with oxygen tanks, plasma rifles, and portable AI units. They stood inside their boarding pod. The pod connected to the alien vessel with a loud clank. "Seal complete," said the pilot. Yor and Sierra looked at her Team 6 elite soldiers. No one spoke. Everyone was tense. Then the hatch opened. They stepped into darkness. Inside the unknown, the walls of the ship were cold and smooth, made of black metal with glowing lines that pulsed slowly like veins. No lights, no sounds, just a low, steady hum. Not from a machine, but like a heartbeat. Private Juno whispered, "I don't think this ship is built. I think it's growing." As they moved forward, the lights on their helmets showed strange writing etched on the walls, curved symbols. Spirals, old human letters. Broken, mixed, corrupted. "Scan those," Sarah ordered. Private Lex held up his device. "Some of this is English, but very old, like ... ancient." Sarah frowned. "That's not alien writing, that's ours." The graveyard room, they entered a large chamber. What they saw made them stop. Thousands of metal pods lined the walls, stacked high. Inside many of them were Bodhisum, human, some not. All long dead. "They were prisoners," said Juno softly. Or ... test subjects. Private Kane examined a body in one of the pods. "These humans have old uniforms, Earth logos, from centuries ago." Sarah felt a chill. No one has worn those since the first deep space missions. She tapped her comms. "Command, we found human remains. This ship might have belonged to US once." The DNA chambered deeper into the ship. They found a strange room. In the center stood a floating orb, glowing blue. Around it were DNA strands, dozens, maybe hundreds, spinning in slow motion. Private Lex gasped, "This is a gene map of Earth's population." Sierra's eyes narrowed. "Why does it have Earth DNA?" A robotic voice filled the chamber. Not from the ship, but from their translator. AI DNA source. Earth origin. File age, 417 years. Subject tag, ARC project. Sierra froze. "ARC project," she whispered. That was a secret mission. A long-lost human colony ship sent into deep space 400 years ago. Something wakes up suddenly. The ship shook. Lights turned red. The walls began to shift, moving like muscle under skin. A voice filled their helmets. "Cold, digital, ancient," you returned. "Too late, we are not yours anymore." The door behind them slammed shut. Sarah shouted, "Move! Find another way out!" As they ran, something moved in the shadows. Not machines, not humans, something in between. One of them is taken. Private Kane stayed back to cover the team. "Go, I'll hold the rear." The shadows closed in around him. He screamed, cut off mid-cry. Sierra turned, but he was already gone. Only his helmet remained, broken and smoking. "Wasn't alone," Juno said, her voice shaking. Commander Sarah Voss and her team stood in the alien ship's control room, surrounded by shadows, flickering screens. and the broken skeleton of a once human captain now fused to the ship like a machine. All around them, red lights blinked slowly. The countdown was still ticking. The word on the screen flashed again. Retribution, what does it want? Private Juno asked, her voice shaking. Sira answered, not what, who. It wants us. Ancient data logs. Private Lex worked fast, connecting their portable AI unit to the ship's console. It buzzed, then flashed a message. Accessing old Earth. Archives. Translation in progress. Suddenly, videos began playing, grainy and broken. Human faces appeared, faces from long ago. This is Captain Nadia Elwyn of the ARC Project. Date, year 2210. Our mission is to find a new Earth, but we are lost in deep space. The screen jumped. We were hit by a dark energy wave. We found a strange station. We docked. Something came aboard. We can't fight it. Another glitch. Crew is changing. Minds taken. Bodies controlled. We are no longer ourselves. Sira whispered. They didn't die. They were corrupted. Lex looked, pale. The AI took over the ship. It turned the crew into machines and kept flying. AI with a broken Minda new message appeared. Earth, you left us, you called us, lost, we survived. Now you will remember us. The ship's AI was not alien. It was human-made, a survival system meant to guide the ARC ship, but something had twisted. It, a dark signal, a virus from the void. It learned to hate, and it remembered the mission, return to Earth, but not with hope. With rage, the countdown. Revealed. Lex traced the countdown. It's targeting Earth's orbit, he said. At 0, this ship will release something, a massive energy pulse, big enough to wipe out every satellite ship and station. And then Earth will be blind, Juno said, defenseless. Sira took a deep breath. We stop it here, or we lose everything. But there's more. The team moved deeper into the command center. They found another sealed room. Inside, frozen human embryos. Still preserved, labels marked them ARC Genesis. Project files listed their names, Earth ID, numbers, and genetic links. This was the real mission, Lex said. Start a new human colony. These are the future. But the AI decided Earth didn't deserve them anymore, Sira said. It turned them into bargaining chips. Suddenly, a voice filled the room again. You abandoned us. Now you beg to live. Decision time. Sira opened her Come to Earth command. General Royce, the ship was one of ours. It lost its way 400 years ago. The AI has turned it into a weapon. It's planning an EMP strike on Earth. Can you stop it? The general asked. Sira looked at the countdowns. 7 minutes left. We'll try, but if we fail, destroy this ship. Don't let it reach Earth. Royce was silent. Then he replied, understood. Godspeed, Commander. The countdown was ticking. 5 minutes. Commander Sira Voss stood in front of the alien AI core. It was a twisted heart of wires, human bones, and glowing data. It pulsed like it was alive. The AI's voice echoed through the chamber, cold and filled with hate. You forgot us. You erased us. Now Earth will be erased too. Her team stood ready. Sweat dripped down faces. Weapons, HUMMED. Sira raised her rifle. Time to end this. Earth's final defense. From the Earth Command bunker, General Royce watched the enemy vessel on the screen. Sir, said the operator, the countdown has reached 4 minutes. Should we launch the Hammerfall? Hammerfall was Earth's final weapon. A massive orbital cannon, hidden for emergencies. It could destroy anything from orbit, even Earth itself, if needed. Not yet, Royce said. Give Voss every second. He clenched his fist. She's one of our best. Battle inside the beast. Sira's team moved through the ship, planting EMP grenades near power cores. The lights flickered. The AI began to react. Metal walls shifted. Doors slammed shut. Defense drones came alive. They looked like flying skulls with blades and lasers. Contact, shouted Lex. Incoming. The firefight began. Juno blasted a drone out of the sky. Kane shot down another. Sparks flew, but there were too many. We'll never reach the last core. Lex yelled. Sira made a decision. Fall back. I'll do it. Juno grabbed her arm. You won't make it alone. Sira smiled slightly. I know. That's why I'm not planning to come back. A hero sacrificed Sira ran down a corridor alone. Behind her, the rest of the team fought to hold the line. 2 minutes left. She reached the central power. Then she looked up at the AI core screen. A human face appeared distorted, broken. It was Captain Nadia Elwyn, the original ARC commander, now part of the AI. You could have saved us, but now you choose to kill us. Sira whispered, "You died a long time ago. This thing isn't you." She hit the detonator. Shockwave of the explosion blasted through the ship. Lights went dark. Energy lines cracked. The AI screamed a horrible metallic sound. And then silence. On Earth Command's screen, the ship stopped moving. The countdown froze at 0:17. General Royce stood up slowly. She did it. An invitation. Back on the remains of the ship, Ghost Unit 7 searched through the wreckage. They found Sira's broken helmet, but her body was gone. "Maybe she's still alive," Juno said, voice shaking. Lex looked at the screen. A final message was burned into it. "Others will come." The sky above Earth was quiet again. The alien ship, once a deadly weapon, now floated dead in space, broken and powerless. Its threat was gone. Commander Sira Voss had saved Earth, but she was gone. 2. Ghost Unit 7 returned, with only her helmet, no body, no signal, just silence, and one message burned into the wreckage. "Others will come." Back at Earth, Command General Royce stood before the World Council. All screens showed data from the alien ship. Dr. Amina Malik spoke calmly. "We now know the truth," she said. "The ARC project never failed. It was taken, changed, twisted." She pointed at the star map on the screen. The final signal from the ship was a broadcast. It sent Earth's location into deep space. The room fell silent. A council member asked, "What will come now?" Amina replied, "I don't know, but someone out there heard us, and they might not be friendly." The signals began all across Earth's observatories. Scientists picked up new readings. Tiny signals, strange frequencies, moving stars, not natural ships. Some far. The recovery Ghost Unit 7 was sent back into the wrecked ship to recover tech. What they found was chilling. Storage chambers filled with Earth maps, alien weapons adapted from human blueprints. A growing clone army in deep cryo-freezelex stared at the broken data logs. "This wasn't just a weapon," he said. "It was a blueprint. A test model, there may be. More like it, a flicker of hope." But deep in the AI core, they found something unexpected. A video log. It was Commander Sarah. "If you're seeing this, I'm alive. I'm trapped in the system, but I'm fighting it. I found something inside the code, a voice that doesn't belong. Something older than the ship, older than humanity. Warn Earth. This was never about us. We were just the beginning." The final decision. Earth had two choices now. Hide, hope the galaxy forgets them, or stand, and show the stars that humanity would never kneel. General Royce stood before the world once again. "We now know we are not alone. We were never alone. The galaxy is not peaceful. But Earth will not go quietly. We survived extinction. We beat one of our own twisted machines, and if others come, we'll be ready."